talking franchises here, bud.
Bad boys. What you gonna do? Probably stop for some Skittles. All right. Daniel Ehrenberg, that's my name. I'm the host. I know it's not as strong a male name as Mike Lowry, but it'll have to do for now. And over there, my co-host with the name I wanted when I was 11 years old, Logan B. Adair. What's up, Logan?
It's crazy that I have the full name that you wanted when you were 11 years old.
Well,
I always think about that.
Only half. I want Logan Gray was, of course, Logan Gray. I tried to convince people to call me that. I had a created wrestler in SmackDown 2 named that. And he wore a sweater that was similar to a sweater that I wore. Logan.
Did he take it off to wrestle, or he wrestled in the sweater?
He wrestled in the sweater. That felt more like me.
Okay.
Yeah. And jeans. Okay. Logan, we've got more Bad Boys on the docket.
Yeah. And you watched the show that I didn't watch.
That's right. Yeah. We're covering Bad Boys for Life and Bad Boys Ride or Die today. But I know that you're not here for that. You're here to listen to me talk about the pilot episode of Bad Boys spinoff, LA's Finest, which premiered on the Spectrum network, which I didn't know was a thing, in May of 2019. Let me get through this. Logan forgot to watch it, which is frankly understandable. I forgot it existed until I was doing research on this franchise, and they were like, hey, remember there was a show with Gabrielle Union playing the fucking character from Bad Boys 2? And I was like, I guess I kind of remember that. But I certainly never even considered watching it.
There's a slight Gabrielle Union shout out in the third movie. Did you catch it? I mean, they mentioned her character, but they had a Dwayne Wade jersey on the wall. Did you notice that?
I didn't notice that, but there's a fun shout out to Dwayne Wade in the pilot of LA's Finest.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Yeah, because Fletcher, the John Sally character, he's back for this TV show.
Right.
And he says that he's a Lakers fan. I could get you tickets to the Lakers. I know a guy. And Gabrielle Union has a very sly comeback to that where she goes, I'm a Heat fan. I know a guy too.
Oh, go on.
Yeah, talking about her husband, Dwayne Wade, of course. Anyway, this TV show. So what ended up happening here was it was the late 10s, right? So they were just making TV shows out of everything, man. We've talked about it. Exorcist TV show, Omen TV show,
Clarice TV
show. They were doing it. They were just like
Bumper in Berlin. That was later.
Oh my God, I forgot about Bumper in Berlin.
We did the whole fucking series.
They're supposed to do a second season of that.
We got to do it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cover it. All right, but this one is Bad Boys. All right, they announced it. Gabrielle Union reprising her role as Marcus's sister, Sid. All right. And you know what's wild is Jessica Alba is her cop partner on this show, and her name on the show is Nancy. So they're Sid and Nancy.
Wow, that's very fun. Do they
Isn't that
mention
weird?
it, or it's
No, it's never remarked upon.
That's wild.
I know.
Episode 2, probably.
Maybe, man. It did last 2 seasons. So there are 20-something episodes of the show that you can check out on Tubi. I watched the pilot on Tubi with commercials. All right, it was created or developed by Brandon Margolis and Brandon Saunier, 2 Brandons.
Let's go, Brandons.
Let's go, Brandons. They were 2 writers for The Blacklist, and there's 2 characters on the show named Ben, so I think they find humor in the fact that they're both named Brandon. They're like, we could use that.
I think so.
Yeah. All right. There was a bidding war for this show. I read that, and NBC finally picked it up but they only made the pilot and then decided not to pick up the rest of the series. And so Spectrum, they were doing original programming because everyone was at this time, literally everyone. There were so many streaming outlets doing original programming at this time. I remember like PlayStation had a couple shows.
Wow, I didn't know about
Yeah. Yeah, there was a show I wanted to watch that was like based on a comic book I read called Powers, and I couldn't because I didn't have a PlayStation at the time.
You should have asked me. I'll video it on my phone and send it to you.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's not important anymore. It got canceled. Anyway, but this is on Spectrum, and the director of the pilots, this fella Anton Cropper. He's a journeyman. He's directed a lot of episodes of looks like Suits, and also Blackish. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. The show is a pretty standard issue, police procedural.
Mhm.
Not as good as some of the ones I watch, like The Rookie. You know what I'm saying?
Is it any better than some shows? What shows
Yeah.
is it better than?
I've definitely watched some police procedural pilots that I would be less likely to watch a second episode of.
Okay.
You know,
that's
I'm thinking about things like Rookie Blue or APB or Whiskey Cavalier or that's enough, right?
I think that's plenty.
Lethal Weapon. I watched the Lethal Weapon pilot. That was probably not as good as this.
Right.
All right. Anyway, what do we got? It's a hell of a TV cast. I'll say that much. All right. Listen to this cast. The two Bens are played by Zach Gilford, who's Matt Saracen from Friday Night Lights, and the cameraman Joel from Scream 2.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I don't know if I've seen him in anything else.
Yeah,
That's
so
cool.
very exciting to see those two fellas working together at last. I always wondered, like, what would the chemistry be like between Matt Saracen and the cameraman Joel from Scream 2? And now I know. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. You got Gabrielle Union. She's single and ready to mingle. Okay, as Big Jeff once said, and it opens with her in bed with a fella named Reggie, and she's like, "Get out of here," and he's like, "Really?" And she's like, "Yeah, I just like to fuck, no strings attached, baby." She's a very liberated woman. All right?
Reggie's also the name of Marcus's daughter's husband.
Oh, that's a good point. This isn't the
That's
same
very weird.
character. Yeah. And then later at the end of the show, she sort of talks to this female witness at one point in the episode, and at the end of the show, she's in bed with the female witness, and it's like, oh, she's bisexual.
Wow.
And she kicks her out too. So it's like, I always like no strings attached. I'm not emotional with anybody. She's very, very liberated woman. Her father's played by Ernie Hudson, and there's a scene in it where Ernie Hudson is like, "You can't go after that guy. You're just one woman." And Gabrielle Union is like, "Yeah, that's right."
Wait, so that means Ernie Hudson's Marcus's father,
That's right.
and he's never in any of the movies.
No, because he's a deadbeat dad. It's established here that Marcus basically raised her, and this dad was sort of in and out, kind of a criminal type. And, but now she uses him as like an informant or something.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So he's around. Great to see Ernie Hudson.
Is this a funny show?
It's it's one of these shows where it could get serious, but it's kind of goofball. There's lots of joking around.
Right.
I mean,
Sorta like
Bad
the
Boys
movies.
is like that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not dissimilar in tone. It just feels very network television. Now you also got what's her face? Alba.
Right.
And she's like, they're doing like the Marcus Lowry thing where like Gabrielle Union's like Mike. She's a bachelorette, you know,
Yeah.
but Alba's married with like a kid.
Okay.
All right.
They should have
So
picked, but the thing with like Will Smith and Martin Lawrence is Will Smith is like super attractive. Not that Martin Lawrence isn't a handsome guy, but Martin Lawrence is like the father. But and then both of these ladies are like similar.
yeah,
So
well,
it's not as
you
fun.
know, television is unwilling to cast unattractive women.
Melissa McCarthy would have done it.
Melissa McCarthy would not have done this show.
No,
No.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's the only unattractive woman you could think
She might have been
of.
nominated for an Oscar that year.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking of funny, like people that can do comedy too.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, look, there's plenty of people that could have gotten, you know. How about Mae Whitman? We're always trying to put
Mae
her in
Whitman.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she'd have been great. She has a family.
Yeah. But no, you've got Jessica Alba, you know, gorgeous Jessica Alba, who's, by the way, really bad. Like, I don't, was she always a bad actor, or is it just that she's not working a
I
lot
always
now and
loved
she's out
her.
of practice?
Into the Blue, Honey, she had her day.
Yeah, you know, I liked her in Honey. I
Yeah, you
do
love
think
Honey.
she was all right at some point, you know, but I'll tell you, she's awful on the show.
Yeah, she got bad. She was in that one Spy Kids movie. She sucks in that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she just like doesn't act on the regs anymore, and she's out of practice, and it's not good.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, her husband is played by Ryan McPartlin, who played Captain Awesome in Chuck. So it was great to see him.
Okay. I don't
Yeah.
remember that character.
You watched Chuck?
Yeah, at least like 4 seasons of it.
Oh wow. No. He was an important character. He was like Chuck's sister's husband.
Yeah. Okay, I remember that whole dynamic. Maybe I know him.
Yeah. Anyway, what else you got going on there? Oh, they have a daughter who's like sort of a blonde teen who's like a girl and into cool shit.
This is Jessica Alba's daughter.
Yeah, she's growing up too fast. I don't know. Anyway, that's your main cast. And then you also they set it up that the captain of the police, it was played by Evan Handler, who's Charlotte's husband from Sex and the City, you know, Harry.
You're right. Yeah, your
Yeah.
favorite.
No, my favorite, Steve.
Oh, sorry. So sorry.
Miranda, hey, Miranda, you want to meet on the bridge later? All right, but no, this is Harry, and but he's only in the pilot, so I don't know what happened there, because he's set up as part of the main cast, but then maybe he didn't. Maybe when Spectrum picked it up, he was like, "I'm not gonna be on a fucking Spectrum show."
Yeah, he drew the line.
Yeah, you know, but it was good enough for Saracen. It was good enough for Captain Awesome. It was good enough for Joel the cameraman. You know, I don't know. I don't know why I could have just done it. Good enough for Ernie Hudson.
Yeah. Well,
right.
what does he do besides those Ghostbusters?
He's the leader of the Ghostbusters now. He owns Ghostbusters Core.
That doesn't change his paycheck, I don't think.
I guess you're right. All right. Anyway, I mean that's it. The pilot's about this kid, and there's some people trying to kill this kid, and it's because his mother is like a good banker, and she stopped finances for a cartel. I don't know. And then there's this like subplot about how at one point Gabrielle Union's character got like tortured, and she's trying to find out who did that to her.
Damn.
Yeah, that's like the plot that's gonna go for the rest of the season. You know,
Is it enough to grab you? Are you going to continue?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. But but as far as a police procedural goes, it was fine, and I was invested enough in the little kid storyline. At one point, Jessica Alba had to pretend to be his mom to a criminal. That was a cute scene.
Mm-hmm.
Are
Are there any fun directors later in the series? Maybe that'll keep you going. If a good director pops up.
Let's look. LA's finest.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm not seeing anybody.
Lexi Alexander, who did that second Punisher movie. She's sort of interesting, but
she does episode 11, Thief.
Maybe I'll just watch that one. Yeah, Thief. All the episode titles. That's fun. All the episode titles are named after Jerry Bruckheimer movies.
Oh wow, that's fun.
Yeah, so Thief is that Michael Mann movie, you know.
Right.
But yeah, like if you look at the season here, there's like Con Air, Deja Vu. One episode's called Dead Men Tell No Tales.
After the Pirates of the Caribbean.
After the
movie?
Pirates of the Caribbean, yeah.
Wow.
There's one Enemy of the State, Dangerous
Armageddon.
Minds. Yeah, yeah, right. The second season's got Curse of the Black Pearl, The Lone Ranger, Gone in 60 Seconds.
Wow, this is
Kangaroo
great.
Jack. Season 2, episode 9 is Kangaroo Jack, and season 2, episode 12, Coyote Ugly.
What's Rafferty and the Gold Dust Twins?
I have no idea. Is that a movie?
I've never heard of it. Or
I'm looking
For
it up
Life.
right
I'm not sure what that is either. That could be anything.
For Life, yeah. Hey, Rafferty and the Gold Dust Twins, I'll have you know, is an early Bruckheimer production from 1975 with Alan Arkin as Rafferty.
Holy shit. There's one
All right.
Maverick. Is that just Top Gun Maverick? They
No,
just called
no.
Maverick.
Maverick is probably that movie with Mel Gibson from the early 90s.
Oh, okay. Is this production company still around? Do they still do stuff?
Bruckheimer?
Yeah. Is that still
Yeah,
existing?
of course. Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. All right. So that's that show.
Did you give it a star rating or MVP, LVP?
Boy, you know, I give it a 2, I guess. And MVP gotta be Gabrielle Union.
That's cool. You talk about Sally? How's Sally?
He's
Tom
all right.
Sally.
He's only in one scene.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's not a regular. He shows up in 11 episodes total. And LVP, boy, maybe Alba.
Oh, I was worried you'd do that.
Yeah, but I was thinking about it, and like the dude who plays the cartel guy's all right. Even the little kid that's like kidnapped is like not a bad little kid actor. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Alba.
I think we should make it up to her and do one of her franchises at some point.
Maybe Into the Blue.
I would love that.
Yeah,
I always
me
forget.
too.
Is that the Parvati Amanda movie or is that Blue Crush?
I always forget that too.
I want to say it is Into the Blue, and I love the first Into the Blue. So
And I love Parvati and Amanda.
who doesn't? Russell probably.
Yeah, you're probably right. Russell Hantz, not a fan. But hey guys, we're talking inside baseball here, Survivor. Let's get I finished watching the first season. Just
Wow.
rewatched the first season, guys. Great to see that snakes and rats speech. Okay. Let's talk about the movies. You ready?
Yes, I am very ready.
All right, Bad Boys for Life comes to us in January of 2020. You know, we haven't seen a Bad Boys movie for 17 years, and now here comes one from out of the blue.
Well, we've all been watching the first two incessantly.
Over and over
Meantime.
again. I mean, I had like kind of no joke. But so I was very excited about Bad Boys 3. Saw it in theaters. This is the only Bad Boys movie I saw in theaters. In January of 2020, it was one of the last pre-COVID films.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't even released in China in theaters because they were already dealing with it at that point. You know, because they manufacture in a lab over there.
Right, of course.
Right? Yeah.
The Kung Flu, am I right?
I forgot about
That was
that.
a Trump joke. I didn't. just
That
come up with that.
was. Oh my god, what a nightmare that guy is. Oh, all right. Anyway, so it'd been in development since 2009. Back in 2009, Michael Bay was gonna make it, and they hired this fella Peter Craig to write it, and it was getting close there, and then Bay didn't want to do it. He was involved with the Transformers, and it was like, what are we going to do? So then in 2015, they hired Joe Carnahan. He's going to rewrite it, and he's going to direct it himself. And that gets as far as casting, and then that falls apart. And then Martin Lawrence is like being interviewed on a TV show. He says, it's not happening. We're not making Bad Boys. but he's wrong. We are gonna make Bad Boys because then
They always
they,
come back around.
yeah. So at that point, when Carnahan was writing and directing, they were planning 2 movies. It was going to be Bad Boys 3 in 2017, Bad Boys 4 in 2019. They were going to film them back to back. And then when it fell apart, they were like, let's just fucking focus on making one of these. And
Yeah.
so they resurrected it in 2018 with these guys, Adil and Bilal. They're a duo. They were working on that Beverly Hills Cop movie that never got made, and they've had kind of bad luck as directors because like that was in development for years and never got made. They made these 2 Bad Boys, which is that's great, but they also were the directors of that Batgirl movie.
Who?
Remember that?
Yeah, I
Bat,
forget who it was supposed to be though.
they made it. They made the whole movie.
They
Like
made that?
Michael Keaton was in it as Batman, but you've never seen it because Warner Brothers used it as a tax write-off and they never released the movie.
Okay. Who was Batgirl?
I don't know, Black Girl.
Oh, this has Armando in it from Bad Boys.
Well, I wondered where the hell he came from because he's not in anything but these movies.
Leslie Grace. She plays Barbara Gordon. Is that Batgirl?
That's Batgirl, yeah. Commissioner Gordon's daughter.
Okay. She was in The Heights.
Oh, yeah. That's Lin-Manuel Miranda.
That's right. That's really what she's been in. In The Summers this year. She played Yenny. That's a cool name.
In what?
In The Summers.
What's that?
It's a movie that came out this year.
Yeah, but who knows that movie?
By Alessandro Lacaraza Samudio.
This isn't real. It's probably foreign.
It has a cool poster. Like it'd be a good movie.
Yeah. Listen to this guy.
It has like Sundance stuff all over it.
Oh, all right. Maybe I need to pay more attention to Sundance. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bad Boys for Life is this movie that we're covering today. It finally came out January 17th of 2020 on a $90 million budget, which is significantly lower than Bad Boys 2. And it made $426.5 million at the box office. I mean, like, people like these Bad Boys movies.
They really do. And I'm looking at the reviews also. People, not just like they'll go to see them, but they'll give them a good review also.
Yeah. I was maybe a little too high on it, I gotta say, in my original review.
I saw that too.
I was so excited. It had been 17 years. There's a new Bad Boys movie. I remember when the movie started, they had the score from the first one. Bay didn't use the same score in the second one. And but they brought it back for the fucking third one. And I like popped immediately. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I think I know what
I'm
you're talking
so excited.
And these directors, I was really as bad as luck they've had or whatever. I was impressed with them, and they do a good job replicating the base style. It starts out where it's like the shot of a car where Will Smith gets out. It looks awesome, and then it goes over to Martin Lawrence and he hits the fire hydrant like immediately.
Yeah.
I thought that was so good.
That was great. It's like spinning, or it's gonna do the spin around like we do constantly in Bad Boys 2, and then it's a fucking fire hydrant.
That worked for me. That was really
me
good.
too. I liked that moment a lot. I think they do a good job of honoring. I mean, if one can honor Michael Bay,
they put him in the movies.
They really did. He's in both of these fucking things. And when I saw the third one in theaters, I saw it by myself, Logan, and I jumped out of my seat. I was so excited when Michael Bay showed up.
I like how he's had 3 cameos. Is that right? No, not in the first one, but in the other 3. And 2 of them, he couldn't even be bothered to leave his car. He just it seemed like he just rolled up on the set, and they were like, "All right, shoot it," and then I'll roll off.
It's true.
So funny.
It's true. I didn't know that he was in the new one, and I was like, "Oh my God!"
It's cool that I didn't expect him to be in either one of them. So it's cool that he is.
No, because I thought like he's just like done with the franchise. Like I saw he wasn't directing it, so I didn't think he'd be involved at all, and so to see him.
And maybe he'd even be mad about it, possibly.
Yeah, totally. Like seeing Michael Bay in that third movie, it was almost like he gave me permission to like it.
Absolutely. I kind of felt the same way. I felt relaxed. Like, oh, yeah. Bay's telling me I can enjoy it.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
All right. This was the number one movie of 2020 at
Whoa,
the
I
box
didn't know that.
office. Well, because nothing came out that year.
Right, I know, but I didn't know this was number one.
The number four movie of 2020 is Doolittle with Robert Downey Jr., which tanked.
Tenet, I would have thought Tenet was probably number one.
No, man.
Yeah. All right.
It came out right in the heart of COVID. You know, people weren't
All
getting
right,
out
this
of the
was
house yet.
pre-COVID. Right,
This
I
was
forgot.
pre-COVID. That was a different world, man.
Right.
So, like, the highest grossing movies of 2020 are like this and The Invisible Man and shit. Like, those movies, like, really got in there. It was nominated for some awards. Remember I was like last week talking about the Image Awards, and I was like, they've gotten a lot more prestigious over the years because they make more black movies now.
Right.
Well, this won Best Movie at the Image Awards.
Not The Five Bloods.
No, that was nominated. This beat the
That's
Five
wild.
Bloods and Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. I don't know how prestigious they are. I might have been talking out of my ass there. But Will Smith, he was nominated for Best Actor as well, and he lost to Chadwick Boseman for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which is nice.
Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I love that.
Okay.
It's just we'll do the 2020 top 10. It's just outside of mine. It's number 11.
Oh shit.
The People's Choice Awards nominated for action movie. It lost to Mulan. But it won Best Movie overall, so I don't know what that means. And then Will Smith and Vanessa Hudgens were nominated for Best Action Movie Performance or whatever, and they lost to Chris Hemsworth for Extraction, which I believe was that was a Netflix movie.
I believe there's
wasn't
a
it?
sequel too. I think that we could cover it one day.
I think you're right. Now that must just be because everyone was sitting at home that year.
Right. Yes, absolutely. That's a wild win. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Now the Saturn Awards, they also nominated for action adventure film, and they ended up giving that award to the live action Mulan.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess maybe is that good, Mulan?
I don't know. I feel like I didn't hear anything about it.
Me neither, but look, it won 2 awards for best action movie of the year.
I'll check it out.
I guess.
The only,
All right.
I mean, I'm interested in Cruella. You ever see that one? I never saw Cruella.
I saw Cruella in theaters, Logan.
Yeah, I hear that one's good. People were like, "Whoa, that one's shockingly really good."
It's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I kind of don't trust your opinion anymore. You gave Trap 2 stars. I'm kind of out on
Dude,
listening to anything.
What
Daniel
are we?
has to say.
I'm out on listening to I think I just hate movies now. That's a problem.
Maybe.
Yeah, like everyone's like, Trap is so fun. Like
You're not fun. You didn't even enjoy it.
every review of Trap is just like it has a million plot holes, but you ignore them, and I'm just like, I'm not ignoring them. There's a million plot holes.
I didn't notice one.
Just stop it.
That's not my issue.
And you know what? I can't stand that trope where people, like at the end of Friday the 13th when she's like,
Daughter.
no, I guess it's Friday the 13th part 2, right?
Yeah.
Where
you try to pretend
she's
like
like,
you're the mom.
Jason, I'm your mom.
You're right.
Look, I'm wearing this sweater, so you're convinced I'm your mom.
I didn't like that part either.
I don't like that shit.
I know. Anyway, we'll talk about it more Friday.
And fucking Shyamalan's daughter, Jesus Christ.
I thought I enjoyed her.
Stop it.
Gotta say,
No, that
I enjoyed her.
you thought she was good?
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it more.
All right,
Friday.
we'll talk about her. I can't take Lady Raven. Jesus Christ. Anyway, it was fun, but bad movie.
All right.
Okay. Now
We'll be doing a man Raven, by the way, coming up soon, where we rank all the Lady Ravens.
we're not doing that.
Yes, we are.
No, that was a Tim idea. It was a funny joke, but I'm not actually doing that. I'm not going to sit there and listen to fucking M. Night Shyamalan's daughter's music.
All right. You did it once. Do it again.
Yeah, I had to. I was forced to in order to watch this movie.
All right. I think that's enough.
All right. Anyway, what do you got? Bad
Can we rank
Boys?
the year?
Oh yeah. All right, fine.
All right, top 10 of 2020. My number 10 is the Ben Affleck drunk basketball movie, The Way Back. That was good. Number 9, The Wolf of Snow Hollow. Number
I love
8.
that. That's just outside of my top 10.
Oh shit. Number 8, probably your number 1, The Five Bloods. Number 7, Palm Springs. I need to revisit that one. Only saw it.
I did revisit it. I think I liked it even more the second.
I know.
time.
That's what I've heard from a lot of different people actually. Number 6, I'm Thinking of Ending Things. Number 5, Kajillionaire. I didn't really know where to put that one. Number 4, Soul, the Pixar movie.
Yeah.
Number 3, The Father. Number 2, Shiva Baby. And number 1, Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always.
Love it. All right. All right. You ready for my top 10?
Oh yeah, I was born ready.
All right. Great. Glad to hear it. Neither one of us have Nomadland in our top 10.
No,
All
I
right.
got it at number 28.
I've got it at 17.
Wow.
All right.
And you've seen more movies than me.
Yeah. Number 10, Kajillionaire. Number 9, Shiva Baby. Number 8 is the documentary Feels Good Man.
What's that about?
It's about Pepe the Frog, how it became like the leader of the incel movement.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh man, it's great. Number 7, Beastie Boys story. That's
Oh, Spike? Is that
yeah,
Spike?
Spike Jones directed this thing about the Beastie Boys.
That's cool.
Number 6, Palm Springs. Number 5, Soul. Number 4, the documentary from my man John Boyes, The History of the Seattle Mariners.
That's great choice.
Thank you. Number 3, I'm Thinking of Ending Things. Number 2, Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always. And number 1, The Five Bloods.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes
Yeah.
sense. You know, I will talk about it on Ham Watching here. Never mind. I get so excited. I want to talk about these movies.
I know, me too. I am watching here. That's a good show, guys. If you don't listen to that, patreon.com.
What are you even
/The
doing?
French. Yeah. It's only $5 a month, and then you could hear that show.
Plus other shit that you can choose to listen to or not.
Buffy's Angels. He's Swift. He's Swift is our best show. And
I
what
like
else?
Ham Watching here.
Yeah, Ham Watching here is good.
I don't know what else.
Comp Beasts.
Cop Beast. Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, got so many shows. Occasionally, we Sunday Night Wars. That's about wrestling. What?
We're just stopping the show to plug everything.
Yeah. How about Award Bros and our sister show Award Bros Deep Dive.
Right. And Gray Balls. Let's do all of our past shows. That we don't even
Great.
do anymore.
Yeah, go back into the archives. Listen to Gray Balls.
Pave
where we-
CDC.
Pave CDC, we talked about Pavement and ACDC. Gray Balls, we talked about Grey's Anatomy and Ballers. You can listen to every episode of
High stakes letterbox game,
No,
also
not
known
the-
as Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always.
That's right. I forgot about that. No, what's the one? We Love Kids movies.
Oh, that's a great show. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
They still actually do that one sometimes. They
every
come
so
back.
often. How about listening to the archives of our great show Penguins with Tim and Martha?
The one episode of it.
No, I think we did too.
The two, yeah. Couldn't tell you what they were though.
Me neither. One of them was Mr. Popper's Penguins. I know that much.
Yeah.
All right. What are we talking about?
The movie.
All right. Great. Bad Boys for Life. Let's check in with our characters. Marcus and Mike.
Great names.
Great names. Marcus is a new grandpa.
He is. He Pop. They call him.
Yeah. His daughter had a kid. Remember in Bad Boys 2, there's like a guy, like a 15-year-old boy who comes to pick up his daughter.
Oh shit!
for
That
a
was
date.
this the same guy?
It's the same guy.
Whoa! I didn't put that together, but I do
Yeah.
remember that scene.
He ends up marrying her.
Whoa! So he went off to be a Marine, and then, or does he do that between movies?
Yeah, I
Oh.
guess he does that between Bad Boys 2 and 3.
Bad Boys 2 and 3. Okay.
Yeah.
And all right, so now he's back, Reggie, and they're married. That's right.
Yeah,
and they have a baby.
I was reading about this actor because that was his first thing. Like Michael Bay cast him for this one scene in Bad Boys 2. And then
Oh, it's even the same actor.
That's what I'm saying. Like he didn't act for like
Oh.
17 years, and then he gets a call from Bilal and what is it? What are their names?
I don't know. I don't really know.
Adil and Bilal, and they're like, "Hey, come back for this one," and like that's good enough. He has like a tiny role in the third one, but then in the fourth one, he's like he has a full action scene to himself.
Yeah, he's like you know the scene in I think it's Fast X. It's the same scene as like John Cena has in the house where he's like
Yes,
protecting the
it is
baby.
totally that.
It's that exact same scene.
Yeah, it's great.
It is great, yeah. I
Yeah.
like Reggie, and I like the ending at the barbecue.
Me too. I'm a big Reggie fan.
These movies are, I mean, it's everybody's review, but they are just Fast and Furious now, basically.
The third and fourth ones, it's the Fast and Furiousification
Right.
of the franchise. We give them a whole team, and
Everyone's
so now,
family.
yeah, now they have a family.
The bad guys are
The-
now family.
Both movies end with like a fucking barbecue, just like the Fast and Furious. It is kind of ridiculous.
It is. It is.
All right, but you know, I'm on board. Make more.
All right, is that the plan?
Yeah,
Because the fourth one seemed like it was because of the slap. Like they put this one together because of the slap, was what I gathered.
I felt that way too. It was like Will Smith needed to like seem okay.
He needed to
again
win.
to the
Yeah.
American public. Like he needed to like, and so he's like, let's bring back one of my classic characters, Mike Lowry, and so they made this fourth one. But the fourth one did so well that now they're talking fifth one.
I'd love to see my first Bad Boys in a movie theater, so that would be really cool.
That's right.
if
Yeah,
that would happen.
I'll go see the fifth one in theaters if that one happens.
We'd have to cover it, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, all right. Marcus, new grandpa. Mike, not with Gabrielle Union. Still just balling out.
That's right. In this one, yeah, that's right. But
Yeah.
he had an ex that we'll meet a little later on.
That's
from the
true.
past.
Her name is Rita. Oh wait, no, you're talking. Are you talking about Bruja?
Oh, I was. Well, both of them, right? He has two. She's cool
Yeah.
too. I like Rita.
Yeah, two exes of Mike Lowry's figure into this film. One from the deep past, from before even Bad Boys 1, and one from the recent past.
That's right.
Who Marcus thinks he should still be with.
I kind of agree. They seem nice together.
I didn't feel the chemistry.
No.
No.
I think more than his new wife.
Yeah, I
That he's
can't
just
argue.
randomly with.
I cannot argue with that. The second movie, I mean the fourth movie or whatever, starts with them with Will Smith's character getting married, and it's just I thought like this was gonna like play into it. I thought maybe like she might be with the bad guys or something, but she's just like a nothing character. It's just this like he married this very inoffensive, beautiful British black woman. And
She might say 15 words in the movie.
yeah, like
I'm not
literally, she's barely a character.
Yeah, I didn't understand that choice.
There's no reason to have him be married, except that like the possibility of him and Rita's off the table.
And he'd gone like it's like his whole character is that he's a bachelor. It seems like it should be impactful. I really don't understand that decision.
Maybe it was part of the new making Will Smith accessible to modern audiences again. After the slap,
marry this nobody.
post slap, we can't have him be a bachelor fucking around scamming on women.
But have him marry somebody that
settle
just
down.
means something to the audience. Like Rita.
Well,
I think that would have been cool.
But I like the storyline with Rita and Yoan Griffith.
I was excited for Yoan. He didn't really sell me.
Are you kidding me? When he straight up punches her in the elevator,
Maybe it was his character. Oh, that was a fun scene on the
I
phone.
gasped.
Looking up. That was fun.
Gasped, Logan.
I feel like these movies have a villain problem.
Yeah, you're not wrong about those about that. And I think honestly, maybe the best villain in Bad Boys history is in Bad Boys 3.
I kind of was thinking the same thing, honestly. I couldn't even remember the one from Bad Boys 1. Bad Boys 2 I didn't like. And then Bad Boys 4 I didn't like Eric Dane or Yoan. So I was kind of thinking the same thing. I agree with that.
You got
But I didn't even love it that much. Like the twist was a little much, but
the
I got on
twist
board.
is so fun. Well, the twist is another Fast and Furiousification. Adding family, like making a bad guy a good guy by the end. Like that's what we love to do. What's happening?
So in order, so they do the foot race. Oh, I guess she sends him the son
Well, we
to
set
go
up
kill
we set up
everybody.
we set up the bad guys. So the we got two main bad guys, and it's a mother and son team. And the mother is Bruja. She's like this drug lord who dated Mike in the past, and they were gonna like run away together, right?
We don't know that yet.
Yeah, I know, but I'm telling you.
Right.
All right, so then you've got her son Armando, who's really good with a knife, and he gets his mom out of prison at the beginning of the movie, and he turns out to be Will Smith's biological son.
That is right.
Yeah.
You know what I felt? I felt the scene where he's just like the crazier version of me. You know, that's that movie Gemini Man. That's Will Smith versus the crazier younger version of him. You know? I thought that was so crazy.
Yeah, Gemini Man.
You ever seen that one?
Film.
Is that Ang Lee?
Is it Ang Lee?
I want to say I'm not really that sure.
I thought it might have been Alex Proyas.
Yeah, that's Ang Lee.
Oh, that's Ang Lee, man.
Mhm.
All right.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Clive Owen.
Ang makes choices. You gotta respect them.
Yeah, I respect him.
All right. So back to the foot race. Yeah. Marcus says he can now beat Mike in a foot race because he got to the hospital room faster when his daughter was giving birth. But I'm like, he had impetus to be there. He's the grandfather.
Right. It seemed a little crazy that like the way we retire is if Marcus is able to beat Mike in a foot race. Like that, I don't think that would ever happen. Like by that logic, I'm not sure you guys are ever retiring. Mike would have to be in a wheelchair, I think.
Well, I don't think Marcus really wants to retire.
Yeah, I don't know either. He keeps saying he does, but he keeps coming up with reasons to come out.
Yeah, listen, we see him retired for a brief part of this movie, and he's just farting around the house trying to fix stuff. Like he doesn't know what to do with himself. He needs to be out on these streets.
Yeah, and he made a vow. It's Bad Boys for Life.
That's right. We ride together. We die together.
I do love the titles of these movies. I think they kind of nailed it. I mean, they should have reversed it, but I love the.
Yeah, I agree. What could 5 be called?
Bad
Boys.
What you gonna do?
Oh, that's not bad actually.
Something like that.
A shika show. I like when Martin Lawrence does the scatting to Bad Boys.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Is Martin Lawrence the MVP of 3 of the 4 Bad Boys movies?
He very well might be. Marcus is much funnier than Mike.
Yeah. And Mike, they like hinge all the plot on Mike, and that stuff doesn't interest me as much. So I don't. It's not like his fault, but I just love all the Martin Lawrence stuff so much.
I feel like the less I see of Martin Lawrence, because he doesn't act that much anymore, and like the older I get, the more I appreciated what we had with him.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like I saw him a few years ago. He showed up in The Beach Bum. That movie by Harmony Korine, and I was like, wow, like why is this guy doing everything?
I don't know.
But there was a point where I was sick of him around, I guess, Wild Hogs time.
But that's like Adam Sandler. Like I went through that with Adam Sandler too.
That's true. I didn't watch Adam Sandler movies for like 10 years, and then it was great. I had all these Adam Sandler movies to watch because I skipped a bunch.
True. I have that same thing. Have you seen his new one, The Spaceman, from this year?
No. I do have that on my watch list, though.
Yeah, I can't really bring myself to do it, but it's on there one day.
Yeah,
but
I'll watch it. Anyway.
So the foot race, Mike gets shot. I loved the foot race. I thought that was a cool scene.
I loved that scene. I love Mike just getting capped in this. And then there's a whole montage of people getting shot by Armando, and that's always great in movies.
Yes.
It reminded me of Breaking Bad.
Yes, I knew you were going to say that.
When they stab everybody in
the
prison.
That's awesome. Yeah. My favorite of those is when they throw gasoline in one of the cells and then just throw fire in the cell. Like that guy's fucked,
Yeah. Bro.
That's crazy. But yeah, so that is what happens there. And I like the By the way, we haven't mentioned probably the MVP of these movies is just the way they look. I think. I think that they look awesome. The way these guys shoot it, the colors and everything.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, because that's Bay. Like Bay set it up in this series that anything could be any color, like if it looks cool, and so they're using that. But like they're not just oranging it up and shit. Like sometimes the sky's just pink for no reason. And like, all right,
Yeah,
fun.
and there's just like in the background of like every shot, there's like a green light or a pink light or an orange light or just they're just like I don't know, really well done the whole thing. But
Yeah.
so let's meet Ammo, the crew over at Ammo.
Yeah, yeah. This is their new family. Well, at first we're very anti-ammo, but by the end of the movie we're gonna love them.
I do love them.
Do you? You like that this whole supporting cast now?
Yeah, I was a fan of them.
I feel like a lot of them don't add much.
I don't know. I don't agree.
All right, I like Rita. Rita's Will Smith's ex. She's in charge of things over there at Ammo. And who else you got?
We have Vanessa Hudgens.
Yeah, Vanessa Hudgens. Get in the game. Is that a song? I was trying to think of a High School Musical. Right, get your head in the game. So I don't see a lot of Vanessa Hudgens. Does she act?
Well,
I feel like she's like Jessica Alba, where she's like an actor but not.
Well, she's a very talented singer, which she uses in her films, which you don't care about because she was in Tick Tick Boom, which you decided to skip. Remember?
Yeah, I skipped, zoomed out of the theater.
Come on, you got to check that out. And Andrew's great in that one. No, she's really good in that too. And no, she acts. She pops up. She had a problem when COVID popped up. Do you remember what she said about in COVID?
Oh my God! Wait, what was it? Yeah,
she was like, "I know that people are gonna die, but death is inevitable. So why are we worrying so much?"
Yeah, you know what I've liked her in? She does some of these like live musicals.
Okay.
She played Rizzo in the Grease Live.
Okay.
And now she was pretty fun there. I think she was in the Rent one too, which I watched. And but I don't know. I feel like she can't really act.
Well, I think she has a very pretty voice. I enjoyed her in Tick Tick Boom.
Okay.
I really did. She was good.
She's a lovely young lady. And I did like that they gave her a relationship with the blonde guy in the fourth one. But I kind of thought she was going to turn heel in the fourth one. Like at one point, they're like, who's giving out all this information on us? Turns out to be Ioan Gruffudd. And I had it in my head, I think it's Hudgens.
I never once thought that. I would have thought Rita more than Hudgens. It just wouldn't have made it.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, but yeah, so the dude they make her love interest in the fourth one is this guy, Alexander Ludwig.
You know who he is?
I mean, he's been a lot of stuff, right? He pops up in Hunger Games. I kind of remember him from The Final Girls.
I was seeing that movie?
Yeah. And he's like one of the bullies in Grown Ups too.
Oh, shit. I think what I thought was cool was the Disney connection, because she's in the High School Musical movies, but he was the little boy from Race to Witch Mountain. Do you know what that is? The Rock movie?
Yeah.
Like when they were really...
I've never seen that, but I've seen the original Witch Mountain. We could cover the Witch Mountain franchise.
Okay, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
But I thought that was cool. They were like little Disney kids around the same time.
All right. Well, great. That's fun.
Yeah.
And then
I liked his character. What do you think of his character? He's like, he killed a man once. Yeah, he killed a man once in a fight. So now he does tech stuff because he's worried about, and he's in therapy, and he always tries to get everyone else in therapy.
Yeah, that I like. I like that part of the character because, when you look at him, he's like this really handsome, built blonde guy who's like the tech guy of the team, which like is so stupid, but at least they acknowledge it.
Yeah, you have to. And I thought they did a good job of it.
They do okay. Then in the third one, you got Charles Melton.
And he's very good. I was impressed, I gotta say.
Well, he's a good actor. I always thought he was kind of mediocre in Riverdale, but I guess like you can't really be good in that show. And so then he was in May December getting like Oscar buzz and shit.
I know, but I thought that was like the thing when people were like, "Oh, he's good." But even this was a couple years before that, and I was impressed here.
I don't know. Like I saw him here, and it's not like I was like, oh, he should be a movie star.
No, you can see like what people have to work with and what they're doing, and I thought he was doing a lot.
I hear
He
you.
didn't even show up for the next one.
Yeah, he's not in the fourth one. Why do you think that? You think he now he like
Was he shooting May
wants a-
December possibly? Is that even a
That's-
possibility?
Mm, I don't
Because
feel
action
like he
movies take
was,
longer to
man.
make. So maybe they shot that before May December.
It looks
For,
like he's
episode
gonna
two.
be in the second season of Beef. Maybe he was filming that.
Yeah, I mean he is like a hot new actor. He could have just been busy on something else.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. He's in an upcoming Todd Solondz film with Elizabeth Olsen.
Oh, that is.
I'm looking
that is
forward to that.
exciting.
Looking forward to that a lot. The premise: an 11-year-old boy schemes to reshape his mother's love life to disastrous consequences. That's gonna be
Ooh.
great.
Yeah, I didn't know Salons was still really doing stuff.
He pops up here and there.
That's cool.
What was his last movie?
I have no idea. You know him way more than I do.
I guess you're right about that. His last movie. Oh man, you're right. Wiener Dog. That was 8 years ago.
Holy shit!
Yeah. All
Like,
right,
maybe
so
he's just
this
been
is
crafting this.
this
one
is
for so
the Todd
long.
Solondz comeback. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, that's very cool. Does he write his
Okay.
stuff too? I assume he does.
Yeah, he always writes this. I mean, who else could write that shit?
Yeah.
Anyway, is there another person on the team I'm forgetting?
Think about it. 3 of the most interesting people in Hollywood are named Todd. Todd Solondz, Todd Field, Todd Haynes.
Well, with a name like Todd, you sort of have to be interesting. Otherwise, you're gonna take a lot of shit.
That's kind of true. I've never known
Yeah.
a Todd personally.
I don't think I have either. I think I would have ripped on him.
Yeah, maybe. Where's the? I don't know. I think the fox was named Todd from the Fox and the Hound.
See, like I feel like a Todd would be like really skinny or really fat, and then I'd call him Todd the Bod.
Holy shit, that's pretty good.
That'd be good, right?
Yeah. He'd love it.
Anyway, yeah. All right, so Will Smith gets shot.
I was right, by the way.
What were you right about?
The fox and Fox and the Hound is named Todd.
Oh, okay.
You know the hound's name?
I'm gonna say Wilbur.
Copper. You know who voiced the
Copper?
hound?
I'm gonna say it was Ed Asner.
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell.
That's right.
That's wild.
Yep.
All right. So Will Smith is shot.
Oh yeah.
Then he
Did it make you like Marcus less when he prayed to God?
no, come on.
I thought that was a fair question.
Well, why? Because I think people who believe in God are a little dumber than normal people.
Right.
I mean, but Marcus is already like a silly guy. I'm like, yeah, he probably grew up with God.
Okay. Very fine.
Yeah. So
Joey Pants. Can we talk about him?
yeah, I mean, he's in this movie.
Captain Howard.
It's great to see him again, and he gets a big death scene.
He does. That was very shocking and very sad.
I agree.
Pretty brutal death.
I was sad he wasn't going to be in the fourth one, but then he was kind of in the fourth one a lot.
He was. He had photos all over the place and a whole dream sequence.
It
where Marcus
started with a
visited him.
photo bomb. Yeah, it started with a photo bomb. I was like, oh, that's good. They got a Joey Pants photo bomb. And then Marcus like has a heart attack and dreams that he's talking to, Joey Pants in the afterlife. I was like, oh wow, they got him for a dream sequence. And then he's got like 2 or 3 of those Randy and Scream 3 videos
Oh,
that he left
true.
behind.
Yeah,
So he's all over that movie.
in every possible way you can bring back a dead character, a photo, a dream, and a video that they leave behind. He does all of them in Bad Boys.
He goes 3 for 3 on that.
It's incredible. I'm not sure anyone's ever done that before.
Probably not.
we've hit a speed bump here. Or we've hit something. Oh, your thing disconnected.
Yeah. Am I good now?
No, you're not.
Really?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Yeah, and I read that this was a Will Smith directive.
Oh, really?
He specifically went to the writers and was like, I want Joey Pants to be in the movie. And they're like, he's dead. And he's like, figure out a way.
Sweet. Great
Yeah.
job, Will. That was his one note. I got to get him.
That's right. Okay.
But it was very sad. He died after a cute basketball game scene.
Yeah, well, it's like, oh God, he's gonna die, isn't he? Because he has this scene where he's like giving Will Smith life advice, and they're really bonding, and it's like this is too emotional. Something's gonna happen.
I kind of didn't think that. It seemed in his character because in the second movie he was like so zen that like 15 years later he would be this like emotional guy. I kind of didn't think anything of it.
Yeah, it's funny. Like in the first movie, he's like yelling at them all the time. And then in the second movie, like he's still yelling at them, but he's got the Zen thing. And then by the fourth movie, when he's dead, like his daughter and his granddaughter like speak at Will Smith's wedding. Like that's how close he's become to them.
Yes, and the whole plot of the fourth movie is they're trying to tarnish his name and make it like he was working with the cartel, but that's really the Yohan Griffith.
Yeah, yeah. And Will Smith is like, he keeps telling people, like, you call Joey Pants dirty one more time, you're gonna be looking at my fist.
Hell yeah, that's another
Yeah.
great Will Smith moment. That was great.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Top moment.
Top.
I thought that huge car chase with the ending with the helicopter where he says "Hasta el fuego." I thought that was awesome. That whole sequence on the
Great.
highway.
Great stuff.
Oh, that's when he learns because he says the phrase, and that's when he learns like, oh my god, that's probably my son because we had the phrase, me and that woman.
Right. That's not even real Spanish.
I thought that was really cool. Whoever the writer who came up with that, like it means like I'll see you until we burn or whatever it meant. Like,
Right.
that's like a cool thing. I never really um I don't know, that's like really inventive. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Um
What about how'd you feel about DJ Khaled?
oh yes. I didn't expect him to come back. I don't know why he came why that was necessary.
You know what was wild about him coming back in the fourth one is that he shows up right after a scene where the whole scene they're talking about eating pussy. And then DJ Khaled shows up in the next scene, and he notably has said he will not eat pussy.
No, that's very true. I didn't catch that, but you're totally right.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's almost like they were shaming him.
Yeah, that's actually you have to think it was on purpose.
I kind of do.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's a nightmare, that guy. But it was funny to see him show up.
He was in Pitch Perfect 3.
I don't remember that.
Anna
Pitch
Kendrick's
Perfect
character.
3 was so bad.
Oh, it sucks. Yeah. Andrew Kendrick spends like 20 minutes at DJ Khaled's place. Like,
Is he playing himself?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Or he's playing like at least like, I don't know if he has the same name, but basically himself. Yeah. And then there's like, she bumps into bees or something. I don't know.
Did you see what he was credited as in the opening credits?
No.
Khaled. And then in parentheses, DJ Khaled. Close parentheses, Khaled.
Khaled, DJ
Khaled,
Khaled.
DJ Khaled, Khaled.
All right. Fair enough to him.
He loves that name.
Yeah.
I love DJ Khaled.
What is his real name?
Remember when he played that guitar?
No.
You don't remember this? He like got like it was like Bob Dylan's guitar or something. Like he like won it at an auction, and then he played it in a YouTube video, and he just like clearly like has never played a guitar before.
Oh, yes. I do know what you're talking about. Of course.
By
By the way, his real name is apparently Khaled Mohammed Khaled.
there you go. So he's
So you're
Khaled,
making jokes,
DJ
but that's
Khaled,
his
Khaled.
That's just straight up his name.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. I did not like the finale of the movie. What do you think? The whole fire. I had the
Oh,
problem
yeah,
you had with Banshees of Inisherin. Like the whole, I thought it looked like, real
Look
bad.
fake. Yeah, I was just a little bored. Like it comes to this big, like it should be this emotional crescendo of the movie with like Mike facing off against his son and his
It was a bit
ex-lover.
when she tells him, when she reveals, like she confirms it to him, like that is your father. I thought that was kind of a good moment.
It's all right. I think maybe it hit for me more the first time when I saw it in theaters, and
Right.
and this time I was
Clearly,
just
you gave it
sort
a 4.
of- yeah, I loved it. the
You're in
first
love
time.
with it. And it's cool that Rita gets the kill because she liked Will, but he had like this ex, and she was like, "Who the fuck is this bitch?" And then she killed her. I thought that was cool.
Right. There's a lot of killing in these two. Like we keep seeing bullets go through foreheads.
Yeah.
And and that happens also at the end of the pilot episode of LA's Finest.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I think it went through Joey Pance's like neck.
Yeah, he gets shot straight up in the neck. It's
That's
brutal.
why it was so sad. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he dies in Mike Lowry's arms.
Mm-hmm. What a way to go, though. I guess if I could choose a way, it'd be that way.
No, I want to die in Marcus's arms.
Oh, I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
So, is that it for the third one?
Yeah, I don't have too much more.
Okay.
Well, I did love the wedding. There's this crazy moment where right after Mike gets shot in the foot race, we go to 6 months later, right?
Mhm.
And they make it look like it's like Mike's funeral or something.
Yeah, very funny.
But it's not. It's a wedding, and Mike's there, and we see him in a wheelchair. And it's so they keep faking you out, like, because it's like, all right, is he dead? Oh, no, it's just Marcus's daughter's wedding. That's great.
But he's not
And then,
there.
and then, oh, wait, he's in a wheelchair. Is Mike paralyzed? And then he stands up from the wheelchair to give the speech. And he gets the whole wedding to say, we ride together, we die together, bad boys for life.
That was a wild moment. That was crazy.
A crazy moment. And then right after that, Michael Bay comes out because he's emceeing the wedding. So like there's like a space of like 2 minutes there where like every 10 seconds I was like, what the fuck?
I'm glad you brought that up because I felt, yeah, that was like the height of the movie where you feel like you're just like lifting out of your seat a little bit.
Yeah, it was amazing.
So, yes, I agree. So I will give it a 3.
Me too. I'm dropping from a 4 to a 3.
Yeah, that's a lot of people will give it a 4 though. I mean, that's probably fair. A lot of people give the fourth one a 4 too. So in my third installments list, I put it of 102. I put it 36 between the Muppets Take Manhattan and Creed 3.
It's better than Muppets. Oh wait, Muppets Take Manhattan. I'm sorry, I was thinking of a different Muppets movie. That is a good one.
Yeah, it's like
that's a good ranking. That's a good ranking.
Thank you.
That feels fair. And now, who's the MVP?
Who are you?
LVP? Thank you. Very good. No, I'm Joey Pants in the second one. USA. Yeah.
MVP. I'm gonna go with Martin Lawrence. No, I'm gonna go with Will Smith for this one.
For this one, you're going Will?
Yeah, because he has the family stuff, and I thought that was actually kind of fun.
Yeah. All right, I will too, but I'm going with Martin Lawrence in the next one.
Yeah.
And who's the LVP?
I might go. I'm not really sure, actually.
DJ Khaled.
Oh, that's fair. You want to go DJ Khaled?
I kind of do. Yeah.
I wrote down this guy Zuelo. I feel like I didn't love the.
No, I liked Zuelo.
Zuelo
like was like the henchman character of the son.
Right?
Yeah. But he had a couple good scenes. I like when they track him down at his birthday party at a club, and they pretend to be like the MC of the birthday party, and they're like, shout out to my man Zuelo, and Zuelo gets up, he's like, yeah. and then there's this whole chase, and Zuelo's like on the ladder.
Oh yeah, and he kills him
coming down from a helicopter, and Will Smith is behind him, and Armando's like, Zuelo, move, and he can't. He's on a fucking ladder under a helicopter, and so
he go to the backside of the ladder.
I guess so, but yeah, Armando just shoots him to get to Will Smith. I liked that moment a lot.
Yeah, I agree. I actually didn't even realize that was him at first until like the scene later, and I was like, oh, I guess that was fucking Zuelo that just died.
Yeah,
but. All right, you're right. Well, I'll go, who did we say the LVP? Oh, DJ Khaled. Yeah, that's fine.
DJ Khaled.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And we didn't mention Teresa Randall, the wife.
It was great. Yeah, it was great to see Teresa Randall. She evidently had not acted for like 10 years at this point. She's like retired from the business, and they were able to get her back for this third one. But I don't know if I assume they asked her back for the fourth one, and she didn't want to do it.
Why wouldn't she?
I guess she just doesn't act anymore. Like, she hadn't acted in 10 years before this.
Yeah, but you get paid.
I know. Yeah.
I'd love to know what happened.
I would love to know what happened too. And I tried to find out. Like the second I saw it was someone other than Teresa Randall, I Googled, Teresa Randall and Bad Boys 4. And basically, like, nobody knew what the fuck happened. Like, somebody saw her like there's like a paparazzi photo of Teresa Randall on the street with a walker. Yeah. And it's like maybe she's sickly or something. But then somebody said that she just like broke her femur or something. So I don't know. Like they spoke. I saw an interview with her ex manager, and she was like, he was like, I don't know. Like she doesn't talk to anybody anymore. She doesn't even have a manager.
Well, it's very
So
sad.
yeah,
She could have been in like 2 dinner scenes or something.
yeah, she's out of the biz. She kind of had a big role in the fourth one, and then we replace her with someone from Empire.
Yeah, I know her.
Yeah, she was all right. I thought they did an okay job of replacing her. It wasn't distracting or anything, but I was like wondering where the fuck Teresa Randall went.
Right. But she's good in the third one. Shout out to her.
Yeah, yeah. All right, you ready to move on?
Yes, Bad Boys for Life. Let's do it. Oh
No.
wait, bad. Oh shit.
We wasted that title on the third one.
My bad.
Now we're doing Bad Boys Ride or Die. Adil and Bilal, they're back to direct with the new writers. Oh, well, Chris Bremner, he's back from the third one. And then we also have this guy, Will Bell, who also has a writing credit on the new Beverly Hills Cop and also a lot of DC shit, Aquaman, Justice League. Yeah. This came out a couple months back, June 7th, 2024. $100 million budget, and it made 402.5 million at the box office. And this is like post-COVID box office.
Right.
It's like nothing's making as much money anymore, except for like Inside Out 2, which is the highest grossing animated film of all time now.
I feel like Dune made a whole bunch of money.
But even it might have made even more if it came out pre-COVID. It's just like less people are going to the theaters now.
Might have been just like such like a meme hit. Like it was just so on the internet, you know?
Yeah.
I guess I thought it translated more to the world. Maybe
it did. It made money. But
yeah,
you know, it wasn't like out of the box or anything. This is Bad Boys 4, currently ranked number 7 on the box office charts for this year, between Kung Fu Panda 4 and Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Wow, I forgot that came out this year.
Climb.
Right. Yeah, Climb. We ever gonna do Kung Fu Panda?
I would love to. I've seen the first one and enjoyed it, but I've never seen any of the sequels.
Same experience. Skadoosh. I'll always remember that, right?
I didn't remember that.
That's like the thing he does with his finger at the end. It's like a superpower. I don't know what happened. He said skadoosh, and then he like won the battle.
I just remember like Angelina Jolie's a voice in that first one.
Right.
And he's cute. And that's it.
His dad's like a goose or something.
Is it?
Something like that.
All right.
He cooks soup.
I saw it in theaters.
Me
I remember
too.
I was like in college. I saw a trailer for it. I was like, oh, it's a movie where Jack Black's playing a karate panda. I'll watch that. All right, Bad Boys 4, Logan.
Yes.
What'd you think?
I thought, honestly, not as good as the third one.
I agree.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what people think, honestly. I'm just going in blind with my takes here.
No, me too. I haven't really looked either, but I think the third one's definitely better. But here's my take. There's no bad Boys movies. They're all pretty fun.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think ultimately I'm looking at the board. I'm going to rank them 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I just think they're all good. But, because you're down to the third and fourth one, it's just diminishing returns. But like, that's just the way it goes with franchises. I think they've kept up the quality remarkably well. Like ultimately, like I'd give all 4 of them a 3.
Yeah, this is close to a 2. I'm not sure what I'll do. Maybe talking about it, I'll figure it out. But I agree, and I think I agree with that ranking too. 1, 2, 3, 4. But these are all good. I wasn't really expecting it. I thought these might be bad. But
no, I mean, I knew going into this, like I'd seen the first 3. I knew those were all good. But I mean, this, I got home last, and it's like I watched it a really unideal, with one of those.
no, I think I never heard unideal.
Me neither. But yeah, it wasn't the right time to watch it. Like I just got home from work. It was like 12:30 in the middle of the
Whoa.
night, and I put on Bad Boys 4 with like someone sleeping next to me, so I turned the volume on kind of low, and so
It's one of those where you have to like go up and down every few minutes. Adjust the
yeah,
volume.
yeah. It was not the right time to watch it, but I'm still sitting there and like I wasn't excited to put it on. But then when I put it on, it's like, oh, there's Mike and Marcus. All right.
Absolutely.
I'm having
You
a
just feel
good time.
comfortable.
Yeah.
It goes down so easy, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. So
Um,
this one does some interesting stuff.
okay.
I like all right, so the wedding, Martin Lawrence has like a heart attack or whatever. First of all, wait, there's a cold open with them in a convenience store. And Martin Lawrence wants Skittles, which is a callback to
Right.
the
I was
first
wondering that.
movie. Yeah. Will Smith says, I want some Bubblicious. And Martin Lawrence goes, and some Skittles,
Absolutely. Yeah.
which was the ad lib by Martin Lawrence.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's legendary.
Legendary. And so he's getting Skittles. Hey, let me ask you a question. Was this
Okay.
movie in 3D?
It's a good question. Not
There's
sure.
a lot of shit in this movie that I felt like seemed designed for 3D.
You might be right, but it also these
Because
might
right off the bat, the Skittles fall right into the camera. There's a scene later on where Martin Lawrence like there's these jelly beans and then like a soda machine and and then there's that action sequence aboard the airplane where we're like jumping around a lot. It
Mhm.
felt very 3D to me.
You could be very right about that. I didn't think about it. These guys could just be very visually inventive. I could
Maybe-
see that.
Maybe.
But I could see it being in 3D too.
Yeah, I don't know. I wondered about it going forward. It felt like that. Like during that time they were making every movie 3D and then you'd watch something on TV and you'd be like, "Oh, this part probably looked cool in 3D."
Yeah, I prefer that more than like movies that you can tell there's a break where the audience is supposed to cheer in the movie theater. You ever watch a movie like
Oh
that?
my god. Yeah, I have noticed that a couple
Like
times. in
there's
my
like a
day.
2 second break where it's like that was so
That
not
was an
normal.
applause break.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
It's like you're watching a sitcom without the laugh track.
I think The Force Awakens might have started it. Like when we get like the Carrie Fisher
Chewie, we're
reveal.
home.
Yeah, all that stuff felt like
Yeah.
applause moments. And
Totally.
I think filmmakers ran with that.
That's funny.
But yeah, so he has a heart attack, and the thing is, we believe that Joey Pants was involved with the cartel, so we have to
All right.
disprove all that stuff.
But let's go back to the heart attack for a second.
Okay.
Because I thought kind of a brilliant role reversal they did here. Because most times in movies, a character will have a heart attack and then like they feel really weak afterwards, or whatever. But like he now, or like it teaches them about vulnerability and about mortality, right? But it's like the reverse here because Martin Lawrence now thinks he's invincible.
Right.
Like this heart attack couldn't kill him, so he can't be killed now. So there's that great scene where he like backs into traffic, and that's when we see Michael Bay.
Yeah.
But then you got Will Smith who just got married, and he for the first time like there's somebody that cares about him, who loves him, who like relies on him, and so he feels weird about jumping into action in this movie. He keeps having like panic attacks.
Yeah.
And so for the whole series, like you got Mike, the brave one, who'll just like jump in the line of fire at any time, and Marcus, who's like whimpering in the corner, like a funny Martin Lawrence character. And in this one, Martin Lawrence is the one jumping into the gunfights and jumping into the action. And, you got Mike having panic attacks. I thought that was like genuinely cool role reversal.
I didn't think much about this, but you're right. And it's like the natural version of the plot of the first movie, how they have to flop characters in the first movie.
Yes.
And now it's just like life has brought us to the point where now it's like it's a fun. Also, this is sort of the plot of the Jump Street movies, how they flop characters. Like when they go back to high school, like one of them's cool, now one of them's a loser. I like that. I didn't think much about that, but you're
Yeah,
absolutely right.
I thought it was solid writing.
Yes, totally. And I like that his wife wants to get rid of all the junk food. She thinks that's what caused the heart attacks, but
Yeah,
he loves the candy, and that's like what gets him juiced up. I love that scene where he drinks the whatever juice that was, and
that is
that's fun.
such the scene where they're in a gunfight and a bowl of jelly beans goes flying. All right. And a red jelly bean is flying directly into Martin Lawrence's mouth. And he's so excited. And we're seeing it in slow mo. And then at the last second, a black jelly bean ricochets off the red jelly bean, knocking the red jelly bean out of the line of fire of his mouth. And the black jelly bean goes in. And he goes like, ugh, and Will Smith is like, "Did you get shot?"
Oh, everybody knows black jelly beans.
I was laughing.
Oh yeah, I loved one of Will Smith's lines. He's like, "Stop doing stupid shit." I thought that was so funny.
Yeah.
Just that was so matter of fact. Stop
I
doing
know.
stupid shit.
I feel like people have said that to Martin Lawrence before, like in real life.
Yeah, yeah. But I thought that scene was very fun. And I've seen a lot of behind the scenes footage. I saw this like before I even saw the movie of Will Smith using, because there are a lot of cool shots of the gun POV, and then it'll be like looking at them POV gun. They're like Will Smith is actually doing that. They have like a whole camera rig set up, and he's like,
oh, that's
turning
cool.
it, and there's a whole behind the scenes thing you can watch. It's very cool. The whole, but
yeah, I kind of do think these like Bilal and Adil fellas.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they do next because they have ideas. Like these movies are always alive. Like there's something going on. It's a little like the Wachowskis or something.
Wow, listen to that. That's pretty cool. So and yeah, did Rhea Seehorn? She plays the daughter of Joey Pants. That was pretty cool.
She was great to see, and I thought the little girl that played the granddaughter was good too.
She was, she was cool.
Yeah, but Rhea Seehorn obviously brings a lot of gravitas. You know, she's like a great actor, and so like the stuff at the end where she like doesn't know whether to trust Mike or not, or Armando ultimately, I thought really worked for me.
Yeah, I thought she did a good job of playing like the daughter of Joey Pants too.
Yeah, no, I bought it completely.
She had like
it
that
made me
hard
sad
craziness.
that she wasn't introduced earlier. I would have liked to see her in scenes with Joey Pants.
Has she done a lot of movies? I don't really know a lot about her besides Better Call Saul.
I don't feel like she has. I think she's mostly a TV actress.
She's a really commanding presence though. She's like, you could put her in any type of authority role. I feel like she would crush it.
She's got tons of gravitas. Like I feel like she's gonna get movie roles now the way like Kyle Chandler started getting after Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So the scene with Reggie where he kills everybody, that's very fun.
That was awesome. Like I popped really hard for that, and I wasn't expecting to. Like it's not like I'm like a big I've been waiting for Reggie to finally do something.
Well, like, Marcus was because of the scene earlier where he's like, "Get off your ass! You don't do anything." He's like, "Sir, I was in the Marines. We just got back.
We just got back from Yemen." And Martin Lawrence goes, "Thank you for your service."
Yeah. What next though? What's happening next?
I like that.
And then he shined. So I loved that it all came together.
Yeah, it was great. Like he's such an unassuming character, and his line deliveries actually feel really real because it feels like he's not acting.
Yeah, totally.
And so it was really great to see him like pop out to action in that scene, especially knowing like the character is established as like a military guy.
But I was impressed that like as much as it's like not that impressive of a performance, maybe the fact that especially I thought in the end sequence or the scene at the end where they're at the barbecue, the little grill.
Yeah,
he keeps a straight face throughout their whole argument, and it's all like one take. So it is impressive from that point of view. I think he's keeping it together. He's not cracking.
He's doing the job. He's a memorable character. He got lineage back to Bad Boys 2. As far as I'm concerned, if a Bad Boys movie came out without Reggie at this point, I'd be saying, "Where's Reggie?"
Yes, I would too.
Yeah.
Has there ever been a Where's Waldo movie?
No, but there was an animated series in the 90s. I watched every ep.
We should do a Where's Waldo movie.
Who would you have play Where's Waldo?
Ben Stiller, obviously.
No, he's too old.
Oh, Jacob Elordi,
I
tall
think
Waldo.
Garfield.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Nailed it. Andrew Garfield.
Thanks.
So that's what happens there. Oh, alligators. Did you like my review on Letterboxd? I thought I had a good review.
It was good. Yeah, you pointed out like you never really thought this, but there must be someone out there that's like, you got 4 movies taking place in Florida. When are we going to see some alligators? Like I watched Nip Tuck. All right, that takes place in Miami. There's an alligator in the pilot. You know,
Yeah.
like that's what it's known for. I also watched that show On Becoming a God in Central Florida with Kirsten Dunst. That's a great underrated show. Got canceled after 1 season, but there's alligators all over that show. And so you're right. Like, where were the alligators in these Bad Boys movies? Do an alligator set piece, and we do here.
Yeah, not just one, but we have a few, like at least like 3 that I can remember of little alligator bits, and one
Yeah.
like death at the end. Yoan, is it Ian or Yoan? I don't know how you
It's
really say it.
Yoan. It's Yoan Griffith. That's how you
Griffith.
pronounce that. Now, it was nice to see him. I hadn't seen him in a long time. And, I heard he had some he was being domestically abused by his like ex-wife or something.
That's
So,
right.
yeah. So, I was worried about Yoan. But it was nice to see him here. And I thought he was really effective. Rita is now married to him and he's like running
Like
for
a senator.
mayor.
Yeah,
Yeah. And so, we just sort of like that moment where he finally does his like full heel turn and smacks her in the elevator. And then like there's a scene after that where he's like trying to convince her to like be on his side again. Like it was all real. I love you. And like this was just something that it went too far. And I was like starting to believe it for a second. And like I'm like, she's gonna go back to him after he like punched her. And but then it turns out she was just talking to him to like get his voice recognition for a thing. And he's like, and then she's like, no, we're fucking done, asshole. And I was like, that's good.
So you might have bought into him and gone back, you think?
No, not at
You were,
all.
like, believing?
But I was like, how
thought
are they
she
gonna?
might.
I thought she might, and I was like, how are they gonna justify that? Like, if I, as an audience member, I have a problem with Rita getting back together with somebody who literally punched her.
Right, and then he's family in the next movie. They would try to push.
Right.
So- Yeah,
But,
there's no coming back from that.
Yeah, I thought there was no coming back from that, and it turns out I was right. I thought they handled that well.
Yes. I feel like did Marcus not get his arm bit by an alligator
I
in
don't
one
know.
part?
I don't
I
know.
feel like it did, and then they just ignored it. They were like, "Oh yeah, everything's fine. Don't worry about it." Whatever.
Will Smith shot him again.
He did. I have a kind of a question about that because if a bad guy is behind you and they have a gun in the back of your head and a guy's in front of you and they shoot at you, I think the bad guy would pull the trigger based on like the sound of the gunshot, and I think
Yeah.
you would be dead.
I kind of agree. I think Mike Lowry was playing with fire.
Yes, El Fuego or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out. It worked out for him, but I don't think it should have. Maybe realistically, but who cares about realistically?
It's they gotta stop making stingers in movies.
Oh,
Can
that
I
was a
say
weird
that?
one.
Because there's one in Bad Boys 3 where Will Smith like goes to see his kid in jail, and they like basically don't follow up on that at all in this movie.
They don't visit. I thought they do. They kind of visit him in there, but it seemed like in this one he would be just part of the team, like
Yeah, like they mention it, and I feel like the adventure that they were referring to in The Stinger happened off screen between movies.
Really?
And now, yeah, because like he's like, you got another idea to like take some time off my sentence. And I was like, I think that was referring to the thing at the end of the last one.
Oh wow, so that happened. I kind of thought that we just ignored that, like it didn't happen. But
I feel like we acknowledge that
opposite.
it happened, but like we don't want to talk about it. So we just say it happened. It doesn't matter. Let's move on.
Yeah, I guess I just kind of moved on.
I don't know. It's sort of like, the end of Back to the Future. Like they say, like we need to, like, it's your kids, Marty. We need to go to the future. And then like when they had to make a sequel to Back to the Future, like Zemeckis and Bob Gale weren't necessarily interested in doing that, but they were like, well, I guess we got to show them in the future dealing with the kids.
Well, I think that's the obvious next step. You went to the past in the first movie. The next step is to go to the future in the second movie. No?
But I think they were more interested in the stuff where, like, we're revisiting the first one, like going through like an alternate version of 1965 and the alternate 1985, whatever.
Yeah. So the second movie would have been like a redo of the first movie?
No, but I think like they felt like they needed to do that. Like they do the whole future part of that movie in like the first half hour. And I think it's just because like they had to use the end of the first one.
Well, it worked out, I thought.
No, of course. They're those are creative fellas. But I do think like once you do shit like that, it kind of puts you in a corner.
Yeah, true. But it was a post-credit scene. They could have just not just ignored it, probably.
It wasn't post credits. It was like right up front. They show like 2 credits and then go to that scene.
Oh shit. The one here was weird. The one like after all the credits.
Wait, I missed it.
I saw it on the Wikipedia.
Really? What happens?
It's Marcus is walking like this, like a rhino or something. And
What?
And then it turns out it's like Will Smith.
What are you talking about?
I think it was like a dream sequence or something.
Oh, well,
Look
there
at the
are
Wikipedia,
dream
read it.
sequences in this movie, which are shot very cool.
Yeah, the whole visually, these guys are great.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Plot. In the post-credit scene, the whole movie rewinds to the year 305 BC, alluding to one of Marcus's delirious ramblings to Mike from earlier in the film. Marcus is bringing along a donkey through the wilderness while berating it. The donkey then pushes Marcus down, and Mike's voice can be heard interspersed with the donkey's grunts, laughing and telling off Marcus. That's kind of funny. I'd like to go back and watch that because it's Martin Lawrence says that when he died, he saw that he and Mike have been partners throughout history. Like in previous lives, they've always been partners.
Right.
And in one of the previous lives, he owned Mike as a donkey.
Yes. So this was
right. So we go back to a flashback to that.
It was a crazy scene.
Yeah, I'll have to watch that.
Yeah, it's only like 2 minutes long. Probably shorter. But is that? I don't know what else happened.
Yeah, that's all I got. I mean, what else do you want to talk about?
And well, she let Armando escape. Armando lived.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's good. But Eric Dane, I was excited about as the villain at first because I love Eric Dane. He's of course McSteamy from the Grey's Anatomy,
Euphoria. He likes what's her name? Jules.
True, Jules, and he also went to rehab with a friend of mine who probably shouldn't have told me that he was in rehab with that guy. Because
yeah, you probably shouldn't have said it on a podcast.
I don't care. Okay. Anyway, so Eric Dane, I'm a fan of him as an actor. I think he's really good. But
very handsome fella.
Very handsome fella, and he's just getting older and grayer and still handsome.
He was with what's her name? Melissa Gayhart.
Rebecca Gayhart. Yeah. So I thought the first scene with Eric Dane was awesome, and I was like, this villain rules. I was like excited for the villain, and then it sort of didn't turn into much. But that whole thing where he like gets the guy to transfer money and then calls his wife and shows the phone to the mistress and and then like enacts like a fake murder suicide and shit. Like I was like, that's hardcore, man.
Yes, and then she turned the gun on herself. Yeah, that was very sad.
Yeah.
But I thought they were fine, him and Griffith. But I felt like you could John Hamm could be them, and it'd be just as good or better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong about that, but I just felt like there was nothing to that villain. Like it was sort of like they were trying to sell it as like a Patty Hearst thing where he like used to be a good cop, but then he worked with the cartel too much and he got turned or something, but because he got tortured at one point. I don't
Yeah.
know. It didn't really hit with me. Ultimately, I thought Yoan Griffith, once he was revealed to be a villain, was more interesting.
I do agree with that. Yes, yes. And his death was well, both had pretty good deaths, honestly.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
but I guess that's it. 3 stars for all these movies.
yeah.
I love it. That's very fun. Or did you go 4 for the second one? I don't remember. Or you're going 1, 2, 3, 4 the whole ranking?
Yeah, I'm gonna give them all three and just 1, 2, 3, 4 straight up.
Yeah. And MVP, LVP?
It's Martin in this one. I thought Martin was firing on all cylinders.
Yeah. I do agree with that. Yeah, he was great here. And the LVP, I didn't like Tiffany Haddish. We didn't even talk about her.
Oh, I did. I thought
You
she was
like her
really
more than
bad.
me, I think.
I do. I do. I love Tiffany Haddish. I kind of think she can do anything.
Wow.
And I thought she was hysterical. Yeah, like I was laughing really hard at that scene when I thought Martin Lawrence was great in that scene too, where she's like trying to bribe Will Smith. She's like, "Eat my pussy," and like I'll let you go or so. And he's like, I'm married. I can't do that. So Martin Lawrence suggests, what if you just lay there with your pussy out and Will Smith has his tongue out and you like that? We could get
I don't
around
know.
that. That made me laugh. I thought it was funny.
I mean, imagine like a man doing those jokes about his dick. That's not funny, is it?
Oh, we got it. We got to. All right.
I mean, you got to think about it.
You're right. You're
I just
right.
don't find it funny.
All right. I did.
That's
But I'm
fair.
from a different generation.
Yeah. So that's who was your LVP? Did you say?
Um, yeah, it's Mike's new wife.
Oh, that's a good choice. I feel like she would be fine in anything, but like as his new wife, it didn't work for me.
Yeah, why? Like,
Why?
yeah, I didn't see like after all of these years following Mike Lowry through
Taya Leone,
30
Gabrielle
years,
Union.
30 years we've been following these characters.
Yeah,
And like I don't see what about this woman made Mike Lowry settle down.
I don't
Like,
either.
how is she better than that prostitute from the first one, Gabrielle Union, Rita? You know, we've
Rita.
like great love interests that we've seen
Well,
with
the prostitute died. He might have been with the prostitute, but she died from the
right?
first
I
movie.
guess Max,
Max
was her name.
Yeah, she was awesome.
Uh, or and Bruja even like
Well, she died too.
But I mean like he's had this history of like amazing romantic love interests, and this is the
Yeah.
woman he finally chooses
Just
to
fell
settle
so
down
flat.
with? Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't either.
I needed to like see them meet.
Yeah, just a little flashback. Or him say like, and I said, "What's up?" And then we started talking, and then we went over to her place, and then just him like telling the story.
She had
of
some grouper.
Would have been fine enough.
Yeah.
So in my ranking of fourth installments, I put this 25 out of 65. I put it between A Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and Paranormal Activity 4.
Okay.
Yeah, 25, pretty high.
Is that the one with the Connect?
It sure is. Yeah. Well, I actually like that one, and it has Catherine Newton, so that's pretty cool.
I know. Well, you love Catherine Newton. All right.
So that's it. We have no comments.
That's it. We did Bad Boys. We fucking
Leave
did
us an iTunes review. That'd be cool.
Oh, Aussie Scott did.
Really? Left us an iTunes review?
Yeah.
You can read it?
Let me see if I can find it.
I could try to pull it up too.
I'm having some phone issues right now. Anyway, he wrote some nice stuff. He always does.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate Aussie Scott continuing to support
Yeah, thanks, Henry.
the franchise.
Oh, also, I think I only see US reviews on iTunes, maybe.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But
I hate that.
I get this email every day, like where we are in the charts and
Yeah.
whether we have any reviews and stuff.
Every day? That's annoying.
It is kind of annoying, but you know, it's all right. Something I check it every day, and it's like, hey, you're doing well in Turkey right now. I'm like, wow, I wonder who's listening to us in Turkey.
Let us know, guys.
Yeah, let us know if you're from Turkey.
Um,
All right.
so what's next week?
Next week, we're just gonna talk about that new Alien movie.
Yeah, easy week next week. We're gonna do one movie that's in the theater. But it'll be
Alien
a lot of fun.
Romulus
That's right, Alien Romulus.
by Fede Alvarez.
Should I watch Alien 4 or
Is
Alien
that like the only
5?
one you haven't seen?
Yeah, some of the middle ones maybe. Or Alien versus Predator 2.
You don't need to.
Okay, okay.
Listen,
I saw all the important ones.
You Alien, Aliens, Prometheus, Covenant. Those.
And I saw Alien 3.
All right, great.
the Finch boy.
I think you're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
I mean, they're not bad. Like those Alien Resurrection has some moments, and I weirdly really like AVP Requiem, which nobody but me likes. But you know, they're unnecessary.
All right, so but that'll be next week, guys. Alien Romulus by Fede Alvarez.
Indeed.
You love him, right?
Well, I'm mixed on him, right? Because I like Don't Breathe, but I hated that Evil Dead movie.
Did he do Crawl?
No, I want to say.
Oh, okay. But who did it then?
I don't know.
Alexander Aja. I do get those guys confused.
Oh, yeah, sure. All right. So that's next week. Come on back. We'll be talking, stay away from her, you bitch. Whatever.
In space, they can't hear you scream.
Good. That's good.
Hasta el fuego.